So welcome to the first Artistry webinar for 2016. My name's Donna Van Trier and I'm the National Artistry Trainer. So today's webinar is a foundation update and it's going to introduce you to the very new Exact Fit Longwear foundation. So we're also going to cover all of the Artistry foundation range. So we're going to go through some excellent application tips, and then we're going to talk artistry business building. So I hope you're all comfortable and you've got a pen and paper on hand to take some notes and write down your questions for the end. Okay, so tonight, as I said, I'm going to introduce you to the Artistry Exact Fit Longwear Foundation. So I hope you've had a chance to try this new foundation. I have, and I absolutely love it. So if you haven't had a chance to try the foundation, I hope that I'm going to enthuse you enough tonight that you're going to place your order for your own foundation to give it a try, or go into the business centre and ask one of the consultants to do a colour match for you. So the new Exact Fit Longwear foundation is formulated to lock in the 24-hour look of flawless perfection. And the Artistry Exact Fit Longwear foundation is actually going to be replacing the Artistry Hydration, or the hydrating and the balancing foundations. So if you're wondering where this is fitting in with our foundation range, it is actually going to replace hydrating and balancing foundations. So the Exact Fit Longwear foundation is going to provide you with a flawless look that you want with the longwear that you need. Your exact shade stays in place even in the heat, humidity and constant activity. Therefore, it's really perfect for our climate, great for the Australian climate, New Zealand climate, and also our busy lifestyle. So now you're going to have all day wearing for up to 24 hours. And another benefit is the oil control and shine prevention. The Exact Fit Longwear foundation is transfer resistant and it's formulated to stand up against the heat, humidity and through constant activity. You know, you can now wear it to the gym and you're going to look and feel, your skin's going to feel fabulous when you leave. Your key to round-the-clock, natural-looking perfection starts with our breakthrough colour lock technology. So no matter what sort of activity, heat, humidity, its perfectly calibrated pigments are expertly time and climate controlled to constantly know their place and stay there with 24-hour comfort wear. Exclusive Artistry Exact Fit blend with Tahitian pearls and optical prisms are going to mimic the look of real skin. It's going to give you that seamless fusion that appears so believably natural. It instantly perfects the skin and minimizes the appearance of imperfections, you know, such as those dark spots, you know, pores, blemishes, and even redness on the skin. Now, every minute of the day, it's always your moment to look perfectly flawless. Now, the Exact Fit long-wearing foundation is formulated with skin-nourishing ingredients, as well as vitamin E and pure Norwegian water. It's designed for all skin types. It's especially formulated for normal to oily skin. It's going to provide beneficial SPF 15, which is really essential to protect the skin from harmful environmental factors. It's going to give you a medium coverage with a natural to a matte finish. It's available in 14 shades and they're all color coded to provide the perfect match for warm, cool and neutral shades. So like the Youth Extend foundation, this also is matched for warm, cool and neutral tones. So for IBOs who maybe have got that drier skin type, what I would suggest is to apply the Exact Fit BB cream under the long-wearing foundation. And this is going to ensure a really good boost of hydration. It's going to provide a really radiant moisture barrier on the skin. So I've just had a message from Jill to say that she's got no sound. Can everyone else verify that you do have sound? Would you mind just letting me know or typing in a message? Yes, Marlene, yes, fine. Okay, it sounds like it could be your problem with your computer, because everyone else seems to be able to hear it. That's fantastic. Thank you very much. Okay, so here's some tips to actually achieve 24 hours flawless skin perfection. It's a brush technique that's going to give your skin that more sort of perfected look and help your foundation wear on and on. Now, this tip actually comes from our makeup artist, our global makeup artist, Rick Tacheka, and he states that if you apply this foundation, so put a small amount of the Exact Fit foundation, a long-wearing foundation, to the back of your hand, and this is going to warm the foundation and create a more neutral and natural result. Now use a small fluffy powder brush to apply the foundation to the face. So tap the brush into the foundation on the back of your hand and then apply to your face using a circular motion. And this is going to give your skin a more sort of flawless look on the skin. So start at the center of your face, on or around your nose, and work outwards towards other areas. And to create an extra polished finish, after sweeping loose powder over the face with a dry brush, tap a small amount of the loose powder into the palm of your hand. Rub your hands just really gently together to distribute the powder, and then press your palms onto your skin and lightly glide the fingers over your skin to create a poreless, polished look. This application is actually really good for anyone who has open pores and has got that more combination type of skin. Other than that application, it's beautiful actually to apply with a foundation brush, and I actually love to apply it with a sponge, and I get a really good coverage with a sponge as well. But I'm going to go through some application techniques just shortly. So all of our Artistry foundation range is designed to even the skin. And this is why we've categorized foundations as the even segment in our Color Expert training. So Artistry foundations nourish and nurture, they illuminate and conceal in a wider range of shades to match the diverse range of skin tones of women around the world. So Artistry offer skin type specific foundations that provide sun protection, skincare benefits, and a variety of finishes, coverage options, and formats. And in addition, concealers are going to prepare the perfected look, and powders are going to provide a smooth and flawless finish. But you know, with our foundations, I always say in training, they're an extension of our skincare. So it's not just something you add on to the skin, it's an extension of our skincare to protect our skin as well. Now, going back to the long wear foundation, I just also want to point out that I have been asked by quite a few women, you know, can mature skin use the long wear foundation because it is more of a matte foundation? And the answer is yes. So depending on your skin type, I'd really thoroughly recommend wearing the Exact Fit Beauty Balm underneath your long wear foundation, and it's going to give you more of a smooth, hydrating and dewy appearance. Now the long wear foundation, it's really fabulous for anyone having a tropical moment, as it really stands up beautifully well in the heat and humidity. And personally myself, having a more mature skin, I love the coverage and the long wear of this foundation, but I really always make sure that I wear the BB cream under the foundation and wear minimal powder over the top. Just a, really light dust of loose powder over the cheeks and the nose area. So I invite you to really experiment with your own application of the Longwear foundation. So yes, it can be used for all age groups. Just give it a try, and I'd be really interested to hear how you get on with the application. I love it personally. Okay, let's just start now with the Exact Fit Beauty Balm Perfecting Primer. I call it my BB primer. So this is a sheer formula, and it triples the benefits in one beauty balm. It perfects the look of the skin, it primes the skin to extend the foundation wear, and it hydrates deeply for skin that stays soft and supple. So wonderful for anyone for a normal to a dry skin. Now the ARTISTRY Exact Fit Beauty Balm Perfecting Primer, it contains the ARTISTRY Exact Fit blend of Tahitian pearls and optical prisms. And it contains Norwegian fjord water in our exclusive liposome technology, and this is going to refresh the skin and infuse it with hydration. So the result is a refined, a perfected complexion that's even toned and it's flawless. It instantly improves the appearance of the skin's texture, it blurs the look of the pores and imperfections, and it does leave the skin deeply hydrated. It's suitable for all skin types, oily, dry in combination, but I do recommend it really for anyone with a more normal or combination to a dry skin type, because it is beautifully hydrating. And it's suitable for sensitive skins. It's sheer, it's lightweight, and it can be worn alone or under foundation to help extend its wear. So on a day that maybe you in the morning you want to go for a bit of a walk and you don't want to put foundation on, this is perfect because it's going to give you SPF 25 protection, plus it's just going to even out the skin tone. So your skin's going to look absolutely lovely. So it's available in one sheer shade. It's suitable for most skin tones and particularly levels 1 to 4. Now, as I said, the SPF 25 is going to help protect the skin from the effects of free radicals, environmental damage. Now, I love this primer, the ARTISTRY Ideal Radiance Illuminating CC Cream. It's a fantastic new addition to the ARTISTRY Ideal Radiance range. You know, as we age, we begin to experience signs of aging and skin discoloration, such as dark spots, age spots, dullness, uneven tone, yellow tone. So even without any visible signs, your skin may already be accumulating damage. So the CC cream's formulated with breakthrough 3D brightening. It's the Ideal Radiance's powerful yet gentle brightening system. The skin's 3 dimensions of radiance, which is luminosity, even skin tone, and transparency and translucency, are all beautifully revealed. So you're going to use the ARTISTRY Ideal Radiance Illuminating CC Cream as part of the Ideal Radiance skincare system to help reduce the appearance of hyperpigmentation. You'll find that your skin's more luminous, it's brighter and even looking. So it combines the brightening and protecting powers of a skincare product with the complexion perfecting properties of a foundation. It's a 2-in-1. It's absolutely fabulous. So the breakthrough formula with multi-dimensional finishing complex and color control pigments perfects with creamy lightweight coverage and a flawless finish. Now the skin tone is visibly evened. It instantly helps reduce the look of redness on the skin. And its specially designed emulsion with exclusive multi-flora blend primes the skin by hydrating and smoothing the skin. It allows your foundation that you're wearing to glide on for a more even application, and it's going to extend your foundation wear. So some of the fantastic features is it's SPF 25. It's now available in 2 fantastic long-lasting shades, light and medium. It's ideal to be worn alone, and it illuminates the skin, it perfects the skin, but it's also designed to be worn under your foundation. It will give you a sheer to a medium coverage. Now this one is oil-free. It's dermatology tested, it's allergy tested, it's non-acnogenic or comedogenic, which means it's not going to clog your pores. It's oil-free, and it's suitable for all skin types, especially good for those oily and combination skins as well. And it's long-lasting. So after all of that, who's going to use the CC cream? Well, everyone. You know, the CC cream is for women who predominantly are from the ages of 25 and beyond, who's starting to notice, you know, skin discoloration and loss of radiance on their skin. However, the CC cream is for anyone who wants a sheer flawless coverage, which enhances the skin's inner glow. Now, I've used this on a lot of ladies who have got redness in the skin, and it's amazing the coverage and how the skin actually looks quite perfected and just counteracts that redness on the skin. So give it a go. This is absolutely gorgeous. I'm a great lover of the CC cream, as you can tell. Okay, now let's talk a concealer. So our concealers are a lightweight formula that help minimize the appearance of fine lines, dark circles, and discolorations. The colors adjust to the skin tone using our ideal shade technology, and it contains SPF 15. So our concealers will brighten the skin and protect from future damage. So they have a protective complexion barrier, which helps to neutralize free radicals and fight visible signs of premature aging. It shields the skin from environmental assaults, which cause the changes of aging in the skin. So only add concealer where it's needed and use sort of small dots directly to the skin. But I like to apply my concealer mainly around the eye area, or that darkness around the eye area and up into the socket area. So I apply my concealer with a brush, especially around the eye area. It's a lot more gentler. And also, I like to blend my eye cream with a little bit of eye cream, and I quite often use just a drop of the Youth Extend Ultra Eye Serum, and it just gives a beautiful finish to my concealer underneath the eye area. But that's just a preference. But if you're finding that the concealer is not gliding around the eye area as you would like to, just mix it with a little bit of eye cream, apply it with a brush or with your fingertips, and just press it in and pat it into the skin. So our concealer comes in 3 shades: light, medium, and dark. Okay, our foundation, our Youth Extend Lifting Smoothing Foundation, beautiful foundation, and it's our most advanced Artistry anti-aging foundation ever. Now, the high resolution light reflecting optics, they instantly soften the look of fine lines and wrinkles and give the skin a youthful and vibrant radiance. I can always tell when someone's wearing the Youth Extend Lifting Smoothing Foundation because they have that beautiful radiance on their skin. Now, it has added SPF 20, which is essential in our climate. It's a rich hydrating formula using the Youth Extend technology, and it helps to lift and firm the skin over time. It has high resolution optics, which instantly soften the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, and it restores the look of the skin's youthful vibrancy. You'll find it has a medium to a full coverage, but a beautiful dewy finish. Now, the Artistry Exact Fit powder foundation, one of our most popular foundations, because it's a luxurious silky powder foundation which mimics the look of real skin. You know, it looks natural, it blends well, and it leaves the skin really velvety soft. I love this foundation because it helps control oil and prevent shine throughout the day. And it's got a coverage that really lasts on the skin, you know, even through heat, humidity, and activity. Now, the Artistry Exact Fit Powder Foundation contains the Artistry Exact Fit blend, which has finely balanced with Tahitian pearls and optical prisms. It also has that rare Amazonian mineral, a white clay, which is found in the Amazon riverbed, which is really rich in minerals and forest nutrients. So the result is a refined, a perfecting complexion with an invisibly seamless fit. And it leaves the skin with a natural matte finish that helps control and prevent shine. So it's designed for all skin types, including sensitive skin, but it's highly beneficial for the oily combination skin or anyone wanting a more matte finish on their skin. It has a light to medium, what I call a buildable coverage with an SPF of 20. So the Crescendo Design Compact is really beautiful to carry, and it's really easy to use. So it's got the 2 tiers, and the sponge easily tucks away and hides away underneath. And the powder foundation pan is also refillable. So if you happen to run out of the foundation, you can easily replace it. You've still got your beautiful compact. And you know, if you happen to drop it and break your foundation, well, you can easily replace it. And this is one foundation I love to take out and just top up my foundation just to, you know, cover any little bit of oil throughout the day, because when you open up the foundation compact, it just looks absolutely gorgeous, that beautiful gold compact, and it certainly does get noticed. So now, how do you select a foundation color? So always ask questions to help you find the best color for your customer. So, you know, some customers are going to like their foundations a shade lighter than their skin, and some like their foundations a shade darker. So note that the new Exact Fit long wearing foundation and the Youth Extend foundation are color coded. And they're coded cool, neutral, or warm. For example, you'll see L1, W1. L1 is the lightest level, and the W1 is the lightest of the warm shades. So warm has a gold base, cool, which is C, has a pink base, and N, which is neutral, can be worn by both, you know, warm or cool, and they're suitable for those who fit in between. So how do you test for the correct color? So I always test on the jawline or the neck, the décolletage area sometimes, and you know, I choose a shade that's not too dark or too light. You know, if there's no foundation match, you know, to your skin shade, you might want to go either a shade darker or maybe lighter, but always ask your customer what they prefer. If the foundation has disappeared onto the skin, well, bingo, you've selected the correct shade. Now, you might want to achieve a look as if you're not wearing any foundation at all. Of course we do. So take at least 3 foundations to test on the jawline or neck. Never test a foundation on the back of the hand. And why don't we do that is because the color on the back of the hand or on the wrist is totally different to our face. So depending on the skin type would depend on the foundation, which is the most suitable, you know, for you or your customer's skin. So there's 3 different types of coverage, and I always ask my customer what sort of coverage that they're looking for. They're looking for a light or a sheer coverage. They're looking for a medium or a full coverage. And depending on the coverage they're looking for is what type of foundation you're going to choose. So blend your foundation starting from the center of the face to the outer areas, to the hairline. Always blend well at the hairline, and by the time you get your foundation towards the hairline, you should have minimal foundation left. Blend well under the chin and under the jawline. Don't take your foundation right down the neck, because you certainly don't want foundation on your clothes. And the reason why we start at the center of the face is because most of our imperfections are towards the center of the face. So those open pores, broken capillaries seem to be more to the center of the face. Always blend out. Okay, so to apply the perfect liquid foundation technique, you're going to work in sections to create the perfected look every time. So apply a small amount of foundation to the back of your hand. This allows the product to warm up so that you get the best color result. Apply the foundation with a foundation brush for the best results. You can use a small powder brush. You can use your fingertips or a sponge. So if you're using your fingertips, that would be for your own foundation. I wouldn't use fingertips for applying foundation on someone else. But I prefer myself to use a sponge. Others I know love a foundation brush. Beginning in the center of the face, apply foundation sweeping outwards from the center of the face towards the hairline. And for areas that require more coverage, apply more foundation by tapping it onto the face, because if you're sweeping across using a sweeping motion, you might remove some of the first application. I use a sponge, so I find that I just then take the sponge and just press into areas where I need more application, and that just puts a little bit more level of foundation on the areas that I want to conceal. If you're using maybe a brush, just apply a little bit more foundation to the back of your hand, and with a small amount of foundation, press the foundation brush into the areas where you're wanting to conceal. Now, to create the perfect powder foundation technique, using your cosmetic sponge or your large powder brush, apply your powder foundation first across the forehead, then down the top and the sides of your nose, across the cheek area, towards the ear, around the lip area, onto the chin, and then blend away at the jawline. And I always finish with a very light application to the eyelids and the lips. You know, when I apply a powder, I always then brush downwards just as a finish, just in case those little fine hairs on your face haven't been brushed up, and they'll make your makeup look thick. So just finish off by just brushing in a downward movement on the face with your brush or your sponge. To get that dewy, perfected skin, you're going to apply a small amount of Artistry foundation once again to the back of your hand. Now mix this with a smaller amount of Artistry Youth Extend Serum Concentrate. And once the mixture is well blended, apply to the skin in circular motions. You know, you can use a small fluffy powder brush. Now don't forget to apply your Artistry Youth Extend Moisturizer beforehand to lock in the moisture. Now, I'm a great lover of, you know, getting a very sort of sheer, perfected, dewy look on the skin by mixing my serums, mixing a little bit of moisturizer with my foundation, depending on the skin type that I'm actually working with. So have a bit of an experiment and give it a go. You can create all sorts of beautiful looks on your skin. For a more fast and flawless application, accentuate the skin by evening out the skin tone with a lightweight and natural foundation look. So for a light coverage, use the Artistry Exact Fit Powder Foundation and lightly brush the foundation using a powder brush in circular movements over the face. And don't forget, then when you finish off, just brush down from the forehead down to the chin in downward motions. For a very light, medium coverage, you can actually use a sponge as well. But for extra coverage, you can apply a little bit of concealer underneath the eyes or on areas such as, the redness areas, broken capillaries, brown spots, and just press the concealer into the skin before you apply your powder. And that will conceal some of these areas, and then you still get a lovely natural look just by brushing the powder over the top. Okay, to illuminate from within. So one product gives different ways to get a glow. For the ultimate results, use the Artistry Ideal Radiance Illuminating CC Cream as part of the Ideal Radiance skincare system. And this is going to help to reduce redness in the skin, and it's also going to help with hyperpigmentation. It's going to help to even out the skin tone and enhance radiance. So wear the Illuminating CC Cream alone anytime that you'd like less coverage. So if you're not wanting a fuller coverage, wear your CC cream by itself. Now also, this is going to give you SPF 25 protection as well. So when you want more coverage, try putting your CC cream under your favorite foundation. That's going to give you a really full coverage on the skin. Now, I'd like to just point out, and for you to remember, that if you've got pigmentation on the skin, it's really essential that you must wear sun protection, as the sun's rays are going to cause darkening and free radical damage in the skin. So you'll find that using the Illuminating CC cream is really going to help with hyperpigmentation, and it's also going to give your skin that fabulous protection. Okay, let's now have a look at using your brush or your sponge. So these are techniques you can use for using your brush or applicator sponge. So apply across the forehead, down the top and sides of the nose, across the cheeks towards the ear, around the lips, onto the chin, and blend away at the jawline. As I said before, finish with very light application to the eyelids. I just run across the lips as well. And repeat the process if you want a more matte look and if you're looking for a more matte finish. So for a more luminous look to the skin, sweep the powder down the center of the face only, and this is going to leave a soft glow just along the cheekbones and outer edge of the face. So I always use a loose powder to set my foundation, and this is going to ensure a strong set and an even finish to the skin. So how I do this, I always tap a small amount of the Artistry Exact Fit Perfecting Loose Powder into its cap. I use a fluffy powder brush and I press the brush into the cap, then tap off the excess. If you're using the tap, you don't get the lid, you don't get powder all over the place. So before tapping, turn the brush over, and this is going to distribute powder evenly throughout the brush. Sweep your brush over your face to set your foundation, and repeat the process if you're looking for more of a matte look. And as I said before, always finish off by brushing in a downwards motion over the skin. So here's some statistics for you. I found this really interesting. Did you know that when a woman finds a foundation that she loves, she continues to purchase it for an average of 7 years? Therefore, Artistry Foundation could be your key to building some new long-term relationships with both skincare and color cosmetics. So why build your makeup business? So consumers often enter the prestige brands through makeup. And because the price point is more inviting, they then migrate to skincare. So makeup leads to sales in other categories. And the power of transformation. You know, people love to witness and participate in makeovers, and then they encourage others to follow suit. And the good news with Artistry Signature Makeup is you don't have to be a makeup artist to provide this opportunity. Invite a few people over, put the makeup on the table, invite everyone to play. So bundling signature makeup looks. Now this easily adds PV to any order. Younger business owners find makeup an easy and fun conversation to have with their prospects, which leads to more engagement. And we know that signature makeup is an especially easy way for under 35 IBOs to engage with the Artistry brand. You know, makeup is a daily use category of products, which means it's a great opportunity for ongoing replenishment. Signature makeup requires personalization, which means it's an opportunity to create a great rapport and connection with your customer. And you know what? Above all, it's fun. It's great fun. So how do we create a personal testimonial? Because we know that testimonials are really powerful. So when suggesting artistry products, never underestimate the power of your story. And we talk a lot about your story in training, you know, because an average of 35% of people are persuaded to purchase a product based on facts and data. But the other 65% are more likely to respond to a personal testimonial, you know, about your product. So it's easy to create your own product testimonial. So to know first of all, you need to know the main product features and the benefits. So attend the expert color sessions, you know, at your business center or on live webinars. And we have the expert sessions on webinars as well. And you'll see color expert 1, color expert 2. So observe your before product use state. And this is a really good one. So before using the product, make a note or take a photo of your face, a selfie, you know, without makeup. Bit daunting, yes, but it gives you an opportunity to have a look at your face before makeup. Step number 3 is to try the product. You know, use the product and note your results. And then take an after photo. How does your skin look before and after? And if you're game enough, you can show people, look, this is my skin beforehand, before I use the CC cream, before I use the long-wearing foundation, and now this is with it applied. So it's a great testimonial. So review your before and after experience. So did you experience a noticeable benefit to the feature you had targeted? You know, what did others notice or say about your makeup? Can the products be used in multiple ways? What was your favorite? How did it make you feel? How does it compare to makeup products from other brands? And would you recommend this product and why? Now, guys, and I know there's a few men sitting in on this webinar tonight, you don't have to apply the product, of course, but why not ask for a testimonial from someone, you know, in your group or maybe in your family? Ask them to try the product and ask for a testimonial from them. Great testimonials come from other people as well. And then put it in a story. Write down what you'd like to share with someone about your experience, what other people experienced, and this is going to encourage them to want to try the product. I love testimonials. Okay, so building confidence to start makeup conversations, it's all about knowing when to introduce it and then what to talk about. So when do you talk about makeup? So you can talk about it as a conversation starter, because makeup makes an incredibly effective conversation starter. The product can even do the talking for you when you pull out your own, you know, compact. You know, I talked about the beautiful Artistry Exact Fit a powder compact. You know, carry it with you when you have touch-ups in restaurants, parties. You know, women are really engaged and intrigued by beauty products, and they're more likely to ask, you know, what brand's that? So while you're touching up your foundation, you can say, oh, I love this compact. You know, it's so practical. I love the applicator, the sponge applicator doesn't sit on the foundation. It tucks away neatly. So link to makeup from other categories. You know, often you'll be the one who brings makeup into the conversation. So don't forget to introduce Artistry makeup after you've discussed other Amway or Artistry products. So what do you talk about? So just as you would with any category of product you wish to introduce, it's most probably easiest and the most natural to start a conversation in a way that sounds like you know, rather than trying to learn a script. You know, try the product and how can you introduce the product naturally. So think about how you'd start small talk at any gathering, party. You know, you could pay a compliment, you know, discuss, you know, the news, express an opinion, share an interesting fact. So let's just go through some easy ways of starting a conversation. I love compliments. I think compliments are a great way of starting a conversation. You know, Mary, you've got great looking skin. One of my favorite things to do is to help women find the perfect shade of foundation. You know, what about news? Have you heard? Yeah. So if you have a moment, I've been learning all about the Artistry foundations and why foundations are good for your skin. I'd love to be able to match a shade for you. And you can start the conversation up with, you know, have you ever had trouble matching a foundation? And that's a really relevant question because most people really do find that, you know, they find it hard matching a foundation. Now, guys can even say this. You know, do you ever find that when you're choosing a foundation, that color matching is the hardest part, finding the right color? Well, now we have foundations that are perfectly color matched for your skin tone. You know, what about an opinion? You know, my skin was always hard to match with a foundation before I discovered Artistry Exact Fit Foundation. It's like my own skin, but better. So if you don't wear makeup yourself, you know, share, you know, the rave of a client or a family member, or ask for their opinion. You know, Mary, I know that you love makeup and I value your opinion. I'd love to show you our new Exact Fit Longwear foundation. You know, I'm available next week. Is Tuesday or Thursday suitable for you? Find some interesting facts or tips. You know, now that it's you know, you can go into almost summer. Yeah, you're probably looking for a formula with a lighter coverage. We can say now we're almost into winter. You know, in the next couple of months, let me show you one that contains SPF because we really do need SPF through the winter months as well. You know, there's some amazing foundation formulas available now. The fashion magazines are talking all about the importance of healthy looking skin. And I've discovered some great options. You know, what do you wear? I don't know if you know, but the Artistry foundations are all what we call Skin Smart. They're an extension of our skincare range. So there's lots of questions that you can ask. You know, I'm curious. Did you choose a foundation you currently wear? And what do you like about it? You know, I recently read that half the women who wear foundation wear the wrong shade. No wonder it can be so complicated. I'd love to offer to help you find your perfect match. So these are some questions and some statements and conversation starters with foundation. So now that you have a customer, it's really important that you look after them. So follow up with a client on a regular basis. You know, this improves your client satisfaction. It provides opportunities to replace the depleted product. It increases your potential for additional sales. It enhances your ability to generate a steady income stream. And your customer might also be interested in having her own artistry business. You don't know if you don't ask. And building a rapport with someone, they're more likely to be interested. Now, I'd like to sort of finish off with some hygiene tips and some personal presentation. So a truly professional impression is conveyed by more than just facts that you know and your passion for the business. Other factors can also give your customers subconscious and influence signals. So artistry encourages specific demonstration hygiene standards. So hygiene is really important to maintain a clean environment. Now, these procedures are going to help to ensure that you and your customers will be safe and they feel comfortable trying artistry products. So you can see here on the screen, clean hands. Always clean your hands in view of your customer if possible before any demonstration, with hand sanitizer. Brushes. Professional brushes give the best application results, and we have a beautiful brush set. So if brushes are used, wash them thoroughly and dry them after each use. If brushes aren't available, always use disposable items such as cotton pads, sponges, facial tissues, cotton tips, and fingers are great for blending as well if they're clean. Applicators, always use disposable applicators. If you're using mascara, never double dip. That's really important. Multitasks, liquid foundations, concealers. Use a cotton tip to remove the foundation and concealer from the bottle or a tube. Place the product on the back of your clean hand and take the product from there. Powder foundation, eyeshadow, face powder, and blush. Gently wipe the surface of your compact with a facial tissue. Use the appropriate disposable applicator or professional brush to collect product and apply, and make sure that it's a clean brush every time. And always check that the mirrors in your compact remain clean. So hygiene and cleanliness is paramount. So when recommending artistry products, you're seen as our beauty authority. Customers expect your image to reflect that. The more you look professional, the easier it is to be seen as someone who others seek out for beauty advice. So treat your product as a hero. Artistry is a prestige brand of skincare and makeup, so handle the products in a way that conveys this and shows you value them. Hold the products with two hands when you're presenting them, with the label facing towards the customer. And don't gesture while holding the products. It's really hard for the customer to focus on them. Always remove and replace the product caps and lids for your customer. And keep your products clean and pristine. Now, the best way to sell artistry makeup is to wear them. Customers are going to be looking for healthy skin that's well applied and up-to-date makeup. Hair should reflect your personality, be clean, neat, brushed and combed. And consider pulling longer hair back off your face to show off your great skin. Men's facial hair always looks best when it's neatly trimmed and combed. So you don't have to wear high fashion or the latest styles, but your clothing accessories should fit well and be in good condition. For inspiration, think about the impression made by the appearance of beauty advisors in premium department stores or cosmetic departments. And check for loose threads, missing buttons, stains, etc. Finally, your nails should be clean, rough edges smooth. Check for any polish for chips on the nails. Minimum jewelry that doesn't cling and clang when you move your hands. Clean teeth and fresh breath. help customers focus on the product. And fragrance should be unobtrusive. So extra learning resources that we have for you are all on the website on our training page. We have digital apps. We have more webinars for you to view. So there's so much e-learning up there now for you to look at and invest in. So I really do encourage you to go to our learning page and just view all the fantastic learning programs available to you. Now, before I finish off, I've got some very exciting news for you. Now, if you haven't heard this at conference just recently, or you're going to conference, you're going to be able to pick up some brochures on this. This is our new artistry program that we have for you. And for those who have stayed to the end of this presentation, you're going to absolutely love this. So this is the new Artistry Star program. And what I'd like you to ask yourself, are you passionate about beauty? And are you committed to building your artistry business? If the answer is yes, then we're searching for the next generation of beauty influencers, so artistry beauty influencers, to become an artistry star and brand ambassador. So the top 20 are going to gain access to free products, monthly newsletters, and a pre-launch information and offers for the next 12 months. It starts from the 1st of March. So the top 20 qualifying IBOs are going to be treated to a weekend of luxury at Pepper's Salt Resort and Spa in Kingscliff, including 2 nights accommodation in a 1-bedroom spa suite, that's each, airfares, transfers, indulgent spa treatments, meals, and exclusive training session. Isn't that fantastic? Winners are also going to participate in an exciting new pilot training program where you're going to learn how to hone your influencing skills and market yourself better through social media, presentation, and selling skills. And this invitation is also going to be extended to the platinum upline of the top 5 qualifying IBOs. Now, this is a fantastic opportunity because with the training, it's all going to be about how to build your business using the latest in social media. It's a wonderful opportunity to leverage your business potential by learning how to get people engaged using social media platforms, and you'll even get tips on how to write effective blogs and video tutorials, that's vlogs. And for those who are not using social media, because maybe you're unsure of how to get started or what can be achieved, you're going to be walking away with a newfound knowledge and confidence. So I don't know if you know, but according to a study conducted by Forbes, 81% of respondents indicated that social media posts from their family and friends directly influenced purchase decisions. The 6-month survey included nearly 2,500 consumers who had recently purchased products in the beauty category, among others. And the #1 point of influence was word of mouth. So learning how to effectively utilize social media could have a huge impact on your business. Now, as a qualifier, you'll also become part of the Artistry VIP Beauty Club. Now, this is going to be an exclusive group of IBOs that's not based on pin level. It's a group of IBOs who are focused on beauty to build their Amway business. And then you're going to have access to news and information before everyone else. And you'll also get free gifts, so free products and samples throughout the year. Doesn't it sound absolutely fantastic? So, are you the next artistry star? And what is your qualifying criteria? So let's have a look at the criteria. So first of all, achieve a minimum 10% growth in PV alone above your 2015 6-month PV base. Achieve a minimum 10% growth on your group volume above your 2015 6-month PV base. Achieve a minimum of 100 PV per month in beauty. A minimum of 5 out of 10 qualifying periods you need to achieve. And complete the Artistry Expert Training Program, Skincare, Colour and Building Your Artistry Business. And then your qualifying products will be Artistry, Artistry Men and Satinique. And you'll be able to track your progress from March at the artistrystar.com.au or artistrystar.co.nz. Now, as I said before, the 20 IBOs who have the highest PV growth for the period of the 1st of March to the 31st of August and have completed the above criteria will become the Artistry Stars for the next 12 months. But there's more, yeah? How exciting. All of the IBOs who meet the program criteria and achieve a minimum of 500 PV growth in beauty above base over the 6-month qualification period are going to earn an extra PVBV allocated in September. So if you haven't picked up one of these brochures at conference, you'll be able to get one in your business centre. You'll be able to see it online as well. It's going to be up online very shortly. And also you'll be able to get more information from your state manager as well. So how's that? I'm sure you're really excited about that, as I am, for the next 12 months with the STAR program, and it gives everyone the opportunity of being able to participate. So our next webinar is going to be Skincare 1, and that's on the 16th of March. And that's from, once again, 6:30 to 7:30. Now, don't forget, you can always contact me on the email service, Ost Beauty Advisory. So please always contact me on that and ask me any of your questions, and I'll get back to you in a timely manner. The only reason I don't get back to you quickly is if I'm on the road and I'm traveling, and it might take a couple of days. So now let's open it up. I'm going to stop the recording now, and then I'm going to answer some of your questions.